Welcome to Mornings with Loretta, everybody. And I know this is my go-to thing, but I am excited because I love restaurants. I have my go-to that I go to and get the same thing all the time, but I'm really interested in trying new things. So get ready to learn more about the hottest trends and the latest innovations that are sharing and shaping our dining experience. Joining us live from Chicago, at this year's National Restaurant Association show, the most influential event for the food service industry. We have Christine Johnson and Caitlin Rogers joining us. Thank you and welcome.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, the energy stays this high, so come on with me. So I want to start with you, Caitlin. What are you seeing at this year's National Restaurant Association show? What are you seeing that we need to know? Because we're just recovering from the pandemic. We're ready to eat.
Yeah, I know. The first thing you need to know is we've had over 50,000 food service professionals at this show. They've been able to visit over 2,100 exhibitors, over 11 football fields of space, representing over 900 different product categories. So let me tell you, there's a lot to see and taste at this show. And we're just going to touch on some of the cool, really hot trends that we're seeing here.
I can't wait. So people will know about 2024. Is this open to the public or just restaurant owners and people who sell to restaurants? Because I've had people already ask.
Right. It's for the trade. So it's really, you have to be a restaurant owner or, with a chain or whatever like that. But we want you to be a restaurant owner because, this really is the creative juice, the innovation that you can have to help your business, move ahead or to push forward, especially after coming off of COVID. We've had a lot of restaurants that have struggled over the past couple of years. And so we're so thrilled that they're here. There's also a mix of here. So we have chains, we have independents, but we also have non-commercial, which really covers schools, universities, hospitals. We've had the military here. We've had C-stores and we've had hotels. So it's a wide variety of people and businesses that are serving food to consumers.
Okay, so I want to ask Christine this, and before I ask you the question, I saw and read where some people call this the Coachella for restaurants, and I thought that was the cutest thing.
I think that's awesome.
That's accurate.
I think so.
So, Christine, I'm telling you, people are branding this like crazy. I want to be there with you next year. So, what are some of the top food and beverage trends that are currently shaping the culinary world that we can look forward to at our local restaurants?
We have seen so many emerging trends here and exciting new products. One thing that really struck us this year, so many new plant-based foods. Plant-based is not a new trend, but it has really taken the show by storm. We're seeing new flavors, new product categories, seafood in particular. We've got a couple of award-winning products this year, tuna fillet from Current Foods and a shrimp from New Wave Foods. They're award-winning. They're so delicious. I'm not a vegan, but they had me going back for seconds. They're just yummy.
French kiss.
We're also seeing a lot of global influences, African flavors, Asian flavors, exotic ingredients, bold spices. Gochujang Korean chili paste is a great example of that. It's savory, it's spicy, it's so versatile. We have chefs using it in traditional Korean dishes like bibimbap, and then also using it to kick it up a notch with other things like fried chicken or tacos. And then another thing that we're seeing is classic retro dishes and nostalgic products. Here's a great example of that. I've got Olipop, which has a really delicious vintage soda taste. It's got this retro vibe going on, but it also has probiotics in it. So it's delicious, it's healthy, it's good for the planet, all those things that today's consumer really cares about.
Wow. All three things that we look for is healthy, good for the planet, but you said it's delicious. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. So let me ask you this, Christine. So how are they addressing our increased expectations and demands, right? You said that there's a lot of vegan choices and there's a lot of like African flavors and spices and foods and stuff like that. So how are they really addressing our expectations? Because they're big now. We've been away for 2 years.
Yeah. Yes. Well, today's consumer, especially those younger generations, are so passionate about sustainability. That's really top of mind for consumers and for the industry at large. And restaurateurs are responding to that in a lot of ways through some of those plant-based foods that we mentioned, and also increasing demand for products like milkademia, they're one of those brands that really has embraced sustainability. They're really focused on regenerative farming, reducing waste, all of that good stuff. And then the other thing that today's consumer really cares about is having a memorable experience. You know, we've been away from restaurants for a while. Coming back, you want to have something that you're really going to remember. So we've seen restaurateurs lean into that with new innovative concepts like pickleball restaurants and, you know, finding those Instagrammable moments. So over here, I've got from Dirty Cookie, a cookie shot glass. And these are being served on the show floor today. They're putting milk in there. They're putting iced coffee in there, even cocktails. And the attendees are really buzzing about this one. They're so yummy.
Okay, I would love to see a mock cocktail in one of those. I'm in love with that one. And then that milk tea. Oh my goodness, Caitlin, I don't know how you all are standing to talk to me when you got all those goodies out there, but I have a couple more questions before you go out there and experience the show. So how is technology taking dining experience to that very next level, which I'm thinking is a high level, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. AI and robotics are really been on the show floor. Technology is all over the place. We're really excited about that. Restaurants are really embracing technology so they can help streamline their operations, but as well as to really entertain their guests and have a great experience. One of those is Bear Robotics. They use a beacon on the table to have their mobile robot go to your table to deliver your food and also bus your table after you're done dining. It's got great stability so it can get there very, very easily and it won't spill your soup or your drink. And speaking of drinks, have we got something for you? It's the first ever interactive AI bartender. Her name is Cecilia AI, and she's really been wowing our attendees on the show. So she can take all sorts of orders. She can recommend options. She can tell some jokes, but overall, she serves about 120 different drinks per hour. And last but not least in the kitchen is AI in the kitchen. Prezi Taste is doing that for the back of the house. So they've been able to help operators reduce their prep time, help with their order deliveries. So there's all sorts of technology in the front of the house and the back of the house that we're seeing here today.
Okay, so you shared a lot. I got a lot of questions, especially about the robot that can bring your food to the table and bus the. You know, my brother and I, our family, we used to have a restaurant before the pandemic. We didn't survive it, but there were some other things going on too. But just with extra help and people not really wanting to work, I would love to get more information about the robot and then to have a server that's robotic. Hey, Cheryl, what's her name again? AI, the bartender?
Cecilia AI. She's a bartender. She's quite fun. She's been very entertaining.
So she's there with you today too as well?
Yes, she is.
So do you know what restaurant? She's right back there. Next time, tell her she's welcome too.
She's really ideal for casinos, airports, you know, different things like that really want the hands-off treatment with consumers. So she's really been one of those things to fill that gap so that they can relieve labor to do other things.
Yeah, and we're seeing things like that in what do they call them? Coffee deserts. Like we have like the coffee robots. They said that they're installing them in places where you wouldn't easily be able to find like a latte, like in a train station or something like that. So kind of finding those gaps to fill to really make people's experience more enjoyable.
I'm so excited about this show even more. I know you got to go. And so you're in Chicago. You're at this National Food Expo show. So to tell us, where can we go for more information now that you have literally caused us to want more?
I know. So go visit us at nationalrestaurantshow.com to learn more about what you've seen today, what we showed today.
Okay, one last question for both Caitlin and Christine. Each one, what has been your favorite so far? I know there's a lot to choose from, but if you had to walk away with one and say, yes, we need this, I need this at a restaurant, what would it be?
Well, I'll tell you right after this, I'm going to go get more of these to eat because they are so good. I'm going back for that one. Those cookie shots.
Right. And I'll say this. I think Coca-Cola is doing some great things in their booth as well for beverage. So I think they're combining coffee and soda and all sorts of different drinks. And so I'm going to go back over there pretty soon and get a drink.
All right, I got new best friends now, Christine and Caitlin. Thank you so much for being our guests and sharing this most amazing technology and the innovation that our restaurateurs are doing to make our dining experience even more memorable and healthy and taste yummy. So thank you so much for being our guests today.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, bye-bye. All right, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed the show, that segment, as much as I did. I'm telling you, I will be there next year. So what we're going to do, there was also other National Association shows, confection. There's love. It was like a candy show. There is a Jewish trade show for all things. What's my friend? King, Preferred King. She goes kosher. She's a cake baker like Betty Crocker, but it's called King Preferred. And she gets to go to the kosher shows with her cake products. And she's like one of the first, especially African-American women, to be able to attend and have their Yes. So I'm going to bring all this to you because there's so much going on in the world that we have no idea about. So I'm going to upscale too. I'm pivoting to bring these shows to you. Some may be a hit or miss with you, but I know somebody somewhere is going to love the information. Also, we are looking at diamonds. Did you know that there is a pink star diamond that is worth more than any other gem in the world? And it's worth about $71 million. Did you know that? It's called Pink Star. There's also something like a Pink Legacy too, and it's worth about 52 million. And so people are excited about carats, right? You got to have that big rock on your hand. Well, honey, there is a diamond out there. I can't think of the name of it, but I will share that in the show. It's like 1,100 carats. And of course, my still favorite is the blue diamond, which is one of the rarest, along with that pink star diamond. So anyway, that's what you can look for on Mornings with Loretta and Loretta McNary Show. We are just going to trailblaze and be innovative too with our guests and our topics. And of course, you're going to have our celebrities, our industry experts, small business owners, and influential leaders, and that unsung hero, right? Doing amazing things in this world. So I want you to like our social media so you can stay in touch with us, like our Facebook page or YouTube channels, Instagram. You can find us Loretta McNary or Loretta McNary Show. We got more show coming in just a moment.